So I've got a load of new stuff. Hi guys, my name's Jack, and recently I've got a load of new GoPro gear. I own the GoPro Hero 5. I think it's like called the Hero 5 Session or something like that. But I've never had any form of specialised GoPro kit to actually be able to properly use the GoPro the way that GoPro's like supposed to be used until recently, and now I have a load of different mounts to play around with, such as I've got a suction mount now, so I could stick it to the side of a car or into a window or something, just get a higher angle on something, which is really nice. I've got a chest mount, a head mount and an arm mount, so if I wanted to do anything where I'm running or anything like that, I've got options, or if I'm cycling or free running or whatever like that. I've also got a selfie stick, a clip thing. I've got another little tripod, gorilla pod kind of situation going on here. And I've got this, which I don't really know what it is. This thing here, it's like a U shape, or it's like a thing. I really don't know what this is supposed to be, but I'll figure it out. On top of that, I've got just a load of like those sticky mounts, which stick to different surfaces, so I can put one in my car on my dashboard, to act like a dash cam kind of a situation. So what I thought is, I haven't really used many of these mounts before. I've played around with some different styles of mounts. I've played around with suction mounts before at uni, but never really truly dived into what they could be used for or where I can use them. Same as chest mounts and head mounts and stuff like that. So what I thought would be interesting and what would be fun for me would be to just set them up in different places around my desk area and my work area, and just record myself writing, because at the moment I'm writing on a couple of scripts for a couple of new videos that I'm going to be hopefully getting out there soon. And yeah, hopefully this isn't too boring for you. Hopefully this looks interesting. It's going to be very boring, like content-wise, like the actual. It's just going to be me typing. So hopefully the angles will hopefully make it a bit more interesting for you. Let's go. I want to do that. Yeah, I want to do that. So I start work at 4, but I need to be leaving here at 3:30 to make sure I'm there. So I've got a little under 4 hours to get this thing done. I'm just going outside, see what the weather's like. Ooh, that's windy. So what I'm going to be trying to do today is a thing called a cat pats, or sometimes called a Kong. It's basically where you vault over something with your hands, keeping your back completely straight. I'm not a gymnast or anyone who's trained in any form of like free running or parkour at all. I've just always had a bit of an interest in it, so I'm probably not going to be doing this the most intelligent way. So don't try this at home. Hi guys, Future Jack here, talking to you about what I'm doing here. So, obviously I just needed to find something to jump over, and then I needed to get the stance. In the video that I watched, which clearly makes me an expert on the subject, you need to kneel down with your knee in line with your foot, and then stand up without moving your feet, and that's the correct foot positioning. After that, as you can see, just jump like an idiot, without moving your feet, pushing off both feet is the idea behind this jump. Once you get comfortable with that, and you make sure you check your surface to make sure you can actually put all your weight on it, the next step is to make sure you don't kick your dog by shoving your foot in her face, and then get used to the idea of lifting your hips up, and get used to getting that body position. As you can see here, I'm not doing a great job of keeping both legs straight, but again, I'm not an expert. Once you get used to that, you're going to start lifting your foot onto the surface and standing up straight. I don't do this step because, again, I'm an idiot. However, what you want to be doing is lifting your foot up and then get used to doing that and then putting your hands forwards. Now my surface isn't long enough to do that, so I moved on to the next step, which is slowly but surely lifting your foot with less and less weight until you don't put your foot on it anymore. Once you got used to that, then you want to take a couple steps back, a couple long steps back, and that should be the correct positioning to do a short run up, a 3-step run up, before you vault it as you did without the foot. Again, this should only be done once you're comfortable with the body positioning and not what I'm doing here, looking like what is that, Jack? Anyway, I got distracted by my dog, which obviously, why wouldn't you? I mean, look at her. Hello. Hello, beautiful. And then I soon got back into it, changed the camera angle so you can actually see my run up. Notice how I'm doing like a little step, then a lunge, then another little step. On the lunge, I'm throwing my hands back to throw them forwards to get a bit more momentum in my forward momentum. Once I got used to that, I kind of got angry at myself, so I started to procrastinate by stretching off my wrists. And then again, got back into it. I decided to do a little bit of a run up, give myself a bit of a run up by lapping my garden, and I did that a couple of times. And I just kept going until I got used to it. So I've just realised that I've just been filming all of that in manual focus, so it probably wasn't in great focus, but put it in autofocus now, and hopefully it'll do me alright. But something else that I'm going to do is just going to get a bit of kit, just to get another angle. Be right back. Head cam! Now, don't look at the hair. The hair is an absolute nightmare. But this should hopefully give us a nice second angle of what I'm seeing. Hopefully. Boop, boop, boop. Let's go. So, there's some builders next door, just working on the house next door, and every time I fail I just see them looking at me, giving me like proper judgment. But let's keep going. Let's try out the chest mount now, see how that works, yeah? Boom. Chest mount's on, so the hair's back in control again with underneath the beanie, so that's all good. Now, the thing with this chest mount, I don't think it likes the model of GoPro that I have, because it kind of points directly down instead of forwards. So it might be pointing more at my legs than what my hands are doing. But I guess it'll be a different type of angle, I guess. We'll give it a go. If it didn't work, it don't work. Alright, let's go. I don't feel like I'm going to make much more progress today in terms of like form or whatever. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop, just means I'm going to cut the video here. I'll probably like play a couple more shots of me trying and failing and trying and failing and that sort of stuff at the end, but I feel like I'm going to leave you today. Like I said before, if if I did say before, I don't know if I did say before. I'm gonna say it now just in case. Don't try this at home, like, unless you've got like an adult supervising you, or like another adult supervising you, if you are an adult, I guess, like me. I'm just an idiot, and I tend to do things the not very safe way. So make sure, if you are gonna do it at home, make sure you do it on grass, not on concrete, just because if you fall, like I did a couple of times, you're not gonna fall on the concrete, you're gonna fall on the grass. Also, if you do have springy safety mats, crash mats, that kind of stuff, please use them as well. Just basic safety stuff, really. I'm gonna end it there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been Jack, and you've just been watching me trying to teach myself a cat pass, or a Kong, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys, bye! Which one? Ah. Coco, what's this?